Hello. This is your favorite high cheekbone sisters already, and welcome back to my channel. And to many of you who are new, I want to say thank you for tuning in, thank you for subscribing, thank you for sharing, thank you for commenting. I really do appreciate all of you. Okay, in my little native language, I would say Nabisia. That means thank you in crew. Okay, thank you all for tuning in. Okay, so I have had a very busy week. That's why you guys have not seen videos within the last 3 days. But guess what? I'm back with some good stuff. Every time I say information is power, remember it is power. So the more informed you are, the likelihood you're about to give information out, you're able to make some informed decisions. Okay, so that's why we give a lot of information on this channel. That's why we give information. I'm excited to give information. But anyway, let's begin. So this video really is about how to build an apartment or a home well under $7,000. Okay, this includes workmanship. Okay, my people, this thing here is a lot of good information. So how do you do that? Don't let anyone tell you spider story, okay? This is something that's very evident. I'm gonna show you in the video of what I'm talking about. You're gonna see some of the inside of it, and it costs less than $7,000. Okay, let me tell you how you can do this. This number is 7. It's 7. So how do you build your house or an apartment? So if you want to build a nice, decent sized apartment with 1 bedroom, a living room area, a kitchen, 1.5 bath, right? So if you have a visitor, the half is for them, the other bathroom is for you. It's in your bedroom. You can do this under $7,000. These are the steps that you must take in order for you to make this goal. In order to accomplish this $7,000 dream apartment or sustainable apartment, these are the steps you should take. And please do not disregard any of these steps, as they are very important to having this apartment. So the first thing that you must do really is to determine if you want to have a company build your apartment or if you want to have a private contractor. In this case, I decided not to go with a company, although a company can give you insurance and let you know that if something happens, you guys can, obviously they can come back and do whatever you want, but you can do the same thing with a private contractor. You just have to be a little more mindful. So for me, I go with a private contractor. So if you hire a private contractor, there are a couple of things that you must know. One, you have to know if this person has experience. By experience, I'm not talking about somebody who says, oh, I used to build my empty house, I used to build my garment, no. We are no longer talking spider stories on this channel. We are talking about somebody who has substantial experience building all kinds of entities like businesses, like houses, and it's a very evident in the work that you can see it, right? So you want to know all of that. And number 2, you want to make sure that this contractor has employees who are perhaps in his terms subcontractors, meaning people who have different skills that he can utilize in order for your house to be built. So you know all this information, all this baseline information. You've seen this work. What exactly do you do next to secure this contract? If we are talking about contract, the procurement stages, right? You have to know all that. And then, of course, I'm not going to go into the stages of contracting. This is not contracting 101 or contract 101. My days of memorizing or understanding contract management is over. However, I do apply some of this knowledge into my project, so I will help you to gather yourself in order for you to build a successful apartment or home in Liberia. So as I said, you get your contractor, you assess his experience and see if he has subcontractors, those who are able to perform your job. If after you've done this, then you have to write a contract, okay? You don't go build houses in Liberia or do something in Liberia with a contractor, a private contractor, without signing a contract. My people, you have to sign a contract. So what I do is I draft my contract, I list all the terms, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, to completion, to where the person hands me my keys. And then after that, I present it to the contractor. But within this contract, there has to be a negotiation for how much it's going to cost to complete the building. The way I work is this. You either charge me by stages or you charge me with totality. Okay, there are projects that I work on where I did stages, and then there's one bedroom where I work on with multiple stages all combined in one, because you know what, I want to make sure this is done right. So you make sure you finalize, negotiate. Okay, negotiate. This is all part of this process in getting to the $7,000. Negotiate. If a contractor tells you, hey, the price is $7,000, you need to ask yourself, the materials I'm going to be buying, right? Is this going to be $7,000? Does it make sense to you? No, it does not. You have to understand that. Sometimes contractor will charge you 30% of the material cost. Therefore, they will inflate the number of materials needed. But you got to be smart here. You got to be smart. You're not a builder, but you still got to be smart. So you do a contract. But the contract has to say how much you're charging for a stage. If you decide you want to pay the whole thing, please do not. Make sure you pay 30% of the entire cost of this project. So for example, the contractor decides to give you a building, a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom building, whatever. And they tell you, oh, the material cost is $10,000 to build the whole house. 10,000 times 0.30 will give you the equivalent of how much you are supposed to pay this individual. Don't lowball your brothers and sisters not in that country by giving them a little bit of money, but you just want to negotiate with something that makes sense. Okay? So that's the other aspect. So you do the contract, you guys sign the contract, but before you do this contract, please make sure you do your background check. So what I do, I ask the neighbors, have you heard of this contractor? I take some time, really. I ask about them, I ask the neighborhood, I see if they have wives, if they have uncles, if they have sisters, if they have people out of town. Because if somebody messes your stuff up, they can go to Grand Bassa County and you may never find them. So guys, you need to ask those important questions. So anyway, so after you've done your FBI work, you sit with them, you have a witness, you guys sign contract and all of that, right? So that's what you must do. Find a contractor, sign a contract, then you get going. See, so these are some of the main steps. The next thing you must do is that if this contractor now has given you your estimate based on the housing plan. Thank you, sir. Oftentimes they will tell you they themselves will buy the materials and tell them no thank you and do it yourself. You need to do due diligence because you're not going to one material store, you are going to multiple material stores to do your assessment. Don't rush this process. Don't rush this process if you want to make sure this is over or under, this is over $7,000. Okay, if you want to make sure that happens. When you do your window shopping, then you decide who you're going to purchase your materials from. Once you decide who it is you're going to purchase your materials from, then you also do a negotiation and sign a contract with them. And say, you know what, I need you to supply me X, Y, and Z at this price. They will tell you no, you say, you know what, okay, I know John on the other side, I'm going to go there. Guess what, they're going to call you back and you're going to negotiate. And then you're gonna have that contract where your materials can be purchased at that one place, so you don't have to be going to this place, to this place, to this place. So that's the next step. The next thing that will help you build a home under $7,000 is this: buy your materials in bulk. So if the person tells you, or the contractor tells you, okay, you need 10 bags of cement, please don't go buy 2 bags of cement or 3 bags of cement, 4 bags of cement, because you know why? You are limiting yourself or you are increasing your transportation cost by buying small things. But now if somebody tells you buy 10,000 bags of cement, come on, you're not going to buy 10,000 bags of cement. But you have to also understand that if somebody tells you get 500 bags of cement, they're inflicting. So therefore, get something 400 bags, for example, right? Get it. And then when they need 100, you don't have so much more to transport. Very important, very, very important. This step is underrated, but is very, very, very important. You have to treat your contractors as if you were talking to yourself. Do not be disrespectful to people. Nobody lives with you. You have to maintain professionalism when you're working with these people, and you have to be nice. You don't have to be disrespectful. Nobody is working for you in the sense that nobody lives with you. You guys have formed a professional relationship, so be nice to them. The other thing you can do is to once in a while volunteer food. Okay, you can volunteer that somebody cook for your contractors. These little things would go a long way. It will go a long way, because guess what? When that person is done building your home and give you that key, perhaps, and that time you've signed that contract has passed, guess what? They will remember how you treated them. Therefore, they'll come back. At least this is my experience. When I call my guy Cubby and I say, hey, Cubby, please fix this. He's like, okay, Madam Emma, I will get there and fix it for you. Because you know what? I have to treat them with respect. So even sometimes when I'm going back home, I take medication for my contractors. Cubby said, hey, Emma, I want something for my kids. You know, I would take it, because you know what? This is a long-term relationship that I built. So do that. The next thing is to, of course, make sure you have your security on site. While you're building your home, you want to make sure somebody is there to watch your property and to watch the materials. Because, you know, like there are sometimes people can go hunting for your materials. So make sure you have security who is incredibly accountable. Okay. The last but not the least. Very, 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 very easy. Is to ensure that everything that you want in this house is provided to you in the estimate. Don't tell your contractor, first of all, say, if you want to give me information later on, I'm not going to buy it. You're going to pay for it. So therefore, you want to include everything in the estimate, okay? That's how you get yourself to build something under $7,000. And I'm not kidding you. Is anybody charging you more than $7,000 to build a 1-bedroom, 1-bath for what I'm going to show you in this video, what I've been showing you in this video? That's not true. That's not true. That's because you don't know how to negotiate anything, okay? So make sure that you follow some of these steps, none of them in any particular order. I'm just letting you know these are some of the reasons why my apartment is less than $7,000, okay? It's because of negotiation skills being the key. If you like this video, please give thumbs up. If you have any questions, write the comments below and I will respond. I know many of you are probably wondering, what's the size of this place? How much did you pay for this? I have just said it's under $7,000, okay? But like I said, the ingredient, the main component of this is negotiation. The ability to see who will do the work well. One final bonus. If you want to find quality as far as who built your place, I've already said this, you have to see their experience, all that stuff. But you have to engage with them to see what else they're thinking. Because if you get somebody who tells you, oh, I'm going to come today, and then they don't come tomorrow or the after tomorrow, they give excuses and stuff, you're going to get yourself equally frustrated. And you're actually going to lose resources, okay? So make sure that whoever you're working with, that person is solid. I only have two contractors. So one of my contractors, he's obviously a Ghanaian guy married to a Liberian who has been in Liberia for more than 15 years, okay? He considers himself Liberian now, okay? But when I talk to him, I say, hey, Cubby, I have something in Grand Bassa County. He's in a hurry. I have something in Brewerville. He's in a hurry because I have established a professional relationship and also a relationship that's comfortable for us to work accordingly, okay? He's treated fairly. He treats me fairly. He gets my job done. He's very skilled. And I think he doesn't know. The good thing about this guy is if Cubby doesn't know certain things or his ideas may be outdated, I refer him to my other guy who bills for like big hotels and all this stuff, right? So they all work together accordingly. But that's part of negotiating, also part of establishing professional relationship. If you like the video and want more of this kind of content, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Questions are also encouraged. I have been answering a lot of questions that you guys have had. So again, I'm very open. Again, we all have to develop Liberia, but we have to do this, accordingly in the right way. Okay, so build your dream home, build your dream apartment, but a little under 7,000. Maybe it was 7,000 for somebody. That's like 1 month pay. Have fun. Be blessed. Hug your